Hello and welcome back to my channel, The Future Empress. My name is Anna and today I'm gonna talk about my birthday book haul. So most of these books I actually got during or surrounding my birthday, but I have two books I'm gonna talk about that I got before my birthday, and those two are Yes, No, Maybe So by Becky Albertalli and The Lord of the Flies by William Golding. So I first bought Yes, No, Maybe So by Becky Albertalli and Aisha Saeed. I bought this during the booktubeathon, or what, the reading rush it's called, as you can see by the tabs. I've already read it. There's two point of views. There's Jamie's and Maya's. Maya is a Muslim and Jamie is a Jewish boy, and it's just about them finding each other and then going on doors to campaign this politician. And yeah, there's a lot of politics and there's a romance that I actually really enjoyed. And yeah, I think I gave this book like a 4 out of 5 stars, but really happy that I bought this one. And then I don't know why I bought this, but I bought Lord of the Flies by William Golding. I want to read Lord of the Flies, I really do, but why I bought it particularly now, I don't know. Like, this edition was in my bookstore and it was kind of cheap, so I just picked it up. There's no reason as to why. And then on my actual birthday, me and my mom, we went to Germany so I could visit a certain bookstore. The reason was because I had a lot of like euros that I hadn't spent. I had like almost 40 euros, I think. So I asked my mom if we could go to my favorite bookstore in Germany, and she said yes. So I ended up picking up 3 books there. The first book I picked up there was The Flat Chair by Beth O'Leary. I heard a lot of good things of this, especially from Chelsea Dolling Reid. She really hyped this one up, and I think it's one of her favorite books, at least of last year. And I also saw Book Roast reading it, and when I saw it in the bookstore I thought I could pick it up. I recently just got into adult romance, and yeah, this is about not a couple but a man and a woman who live together. However, they're sharing the apartment and they're actually sharing the same bed because the woman is using the apartment a certain time and while the man is using the apartment another certain time, so their only communication is through like post-it notes, I think, and it's really just an interesting concept and I can't wait to read it. The next book I picked up was one I actually hadn't heard of before, and that is The Supernova Era by Cixin Liu. I hadn't heard of this book before I actually picked it up. I saw it in the bookstore and the cover looks amazing. It's a sci-fi, and the reason I picked it up was because it's blurbed by Barack Obama. He says, wildly imaginative, really interesting. The scope of it was immense. So I actually don't know what it is about. I just know that Barack Obama blurbed it and I am really excited to read it because he liked it. Does that make sense? I'm just gonna read one sentence of the description. So it says here, 8 years ago and 8 light years away, a supermassive star died. Sounds very interesting. And then the last book I picked up on my actual birthday was The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. All the Starless Sea covers are honestly stunning. This book has been so lucky with book covers. Every edition of this is stunning. I really wanted like the hardcover version, like the UK hardcover version, but then I saw the paperback and I prefer paperbacks. So when I saw the paperback and it was this stunning, I had to get it. Erin Morgenstern is the author of The Night Circus. I own The Night Circus, I just haven't read it yet. It's one of my friend's favorite books, I think, or at least she really enjoyed it. She's the one who first recommended The Night Circus to me, and then when I watched Hannah from A Clockwork Reader, it's one of her favorite books and she hyped it up further, so I picked that one up. However, I haven't read it yet. And then The Starless Sea came out last year, I think, and everyone was talking about it. I'm really interested in reading it. I think it's about like a library where you get lost in. I'm not quite sure. It says here on the back, are you lost or are you exploring? I can't wait to read this one too. So because I'm moving soon, I've been selling a lot of books that I don't wanna own anymore, and to reward myself, as it also was my birthday, I picked up Clap When You Land by Elizabeth Acevedo. I read With the Fire on High by her last year and really loved that book. However, this is a book written in verse, and I've never read a book written in verse before, so I thought, why not pick up a book written in verse by an author I know that I already love books from before. It was a little reward to myself for selling a lot of books that I wasn't interested in anymore to buy one that I was interested in. And then on Facebook Marketplace, I found The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzi. This is one of my favorite books of all time. However, this is I think it's the Owl Crate version. And it's signed. Oh, no, there's a book plate. The person who owned it put it in the back, but a signed book plate either way. I think this is like the Owl Crate version. I'm not sure. Either the Owl Crate version or the FairyLoot version. But I'm just happy to have another copy of one of my favorite books. And then I have two books that I received as a birthday gift. The first one is Við matreiðum Grundvallarrit í sérhvert eldhús. So this is an Icelandic cookbook that I received for my parents. Like I said, I am moving soon, so I was talking to my mom that I really wanted to get an Icelandic cookbook so I can learn how to make more proper Icelandic recipes, and she surprised me with giving it to me for my birthday, which I really love. It's just a lot of recipes, like classic Icelandic recipes. There's both like fish recipes, meat recipes, dessert recipes, like there's cake and pancakes and just everything Icelandic, like basic Icelandic food. I'm really happy that my mom and dad bought this for me. Then I received a very special book from one of my best friends, and that is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, the illustrated edition. So this edition is stunning. I own all the three previously and they're all stunning. Like the art is so stunning, and reading one of my favorite stories illustrated just gives it like a kind of new way, because Jim Kay, who illustrates it, he doesn't do it like the movies, so it's kind of a different new portrayal of the story we haven't seen before. And let me find one of my favorites. Oh, this one is good. That is Draco Malfoy in a certain woods during a certain scene. I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, I got this from my one of my best friends, and I am really happy that I have all of them that is out right now. I know that Harry Potter is a very sensitive topic these days, and personally I feel like Harry Potter should be up to the individual self too, if they are a fan of or not, because I think the story has long before distanced itself from the author. It's a complicated subject and I'm still not sure where I land on it. I just know that J.K. Rowling is an ass chat. But let's move on. This is a birthday haul. I don't want to get too negative. So the last thing is actually a birthday gift from myself, and I chose to get FairyLoot books. This is the collector's edition of Blood and Honey. I read Serpent and Dove last year, or I started it last year but finished it this year, and I really loved it, so I really wanted to get Blood and Honey when it came out. And when I found out that FairyLoot was doing like a special collector's edition box for the release of the sequel, I thought that it would be the perfect birthday gift from myself, so I'm gonna do a little unboxing on here. So it's this massive box. It's bigger than the normal FairyLoot box, and yeah, let's get into all the goods. So there's a quote and it says, "Those who don't believe in magic will never find it." and it looks like this inside. I've actually not seen any spoilers of this yet on the internet. I just know like the reveals FairyLoot themselves have been doing, so I know there's gonna be a blanket in here and I can already see it, so I'm excited. But this is a little spoiler card, Blood and Honey collector's edition, featuring exclusive edition of Blood and Honey. If you didn't know, Serpent and Dove and Blood and Honey is written by Shelby Mahurin. So the first thing in here that I see, and it's like the first thing you can grab, is the blanket, so I'm so excited. This is the little pouch it is in. Oh, how do you open it? It's so soft. I actually don't think it's like one of those small sizes. I think it's a full-size blanket. Oh my god. Yes, that is definitely a big blanket. I don't know how to show this to you guys. I don't even know how to look at it myself. Is it like... oh, facing upside down. So the quote on here says, "What you are now is not what you've always been, nor is it what you always will be. Shed your skin if it no longer serves you. Transform into something different. Something better." Very, very proper quote. And then we have like the main characters on it, and it's stunning. And there's a serpent, and I actually really love it. It's quite a busy design, but I think the color scheme isn't that crazy. The design is just making it crazy, so I think it's very cohesive and very well done. I am a big fan, and it's so soft. Ooh. So the next thing is this little tin. Oh. Yes, it's like a tea tin, I think. A storage tin, it says, but it has like this extra protective layer against air, so like to keep your tea in or something. There's a quote on it, and it says, "Blood is falsely given, tears the pain that causes them or not." Another classic quote. And then there's a candle. Oh, the lid fell off. Oh, and it's in French. Damn it. I didn't take French, so I know nothing French. I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation. I'm not even gonna try. Wild Patchouli, Distressed Leather and Fruits. And it's made by Bookish Burns. I actually like that scent a lot. Wow. It's a different kind of scent, but I actually like it. And it has one of those wooden picks or like burner thingies. The next thing I picked up is this Blood and Honey Major Arcana Tarot deck. Let me get into it. That is quite interesting to include because it's very magical and everything. So like a tarot deck would be quite fitting, even though it's not actually that related to the story, because the main characters aren't actually using tarot cards or anything. Golded, gilded edges. Oh my god. Look at that. Oh my god. And then we have like this serpent. And it's actually a tarot card deck. Oh, this is amazing. Oh my god, this is probably one of my favorite. This is the set and everything. And it's just like this stunning art. Oblivion's Dream, I think, is the one who made the art. You can see a couple here. But yeah. Stunning. Honestly, this is probably one of my favorite things. There's still a bit left, so let's see. I think we have pins. Yes, we do. That's beautiful. So we have this enamel pin design by Just Hawk, and on the first one it says "Love makes fools of us all, darling," and on the next it says "The world needs a witless hate and a trifle more love." Very beautiful indeed, and I love the color scheme. Again, it's really just aesthetically pleasing. And then before we get to the book, there's an art print, and this is by Catherine Britt, featuring Lou, Reed, Coco and Ansel. And now we have the book. I'm excited to see it because it's gonna be the glimmering edges / sprayed edges like on the first book. I also owned the FairyLoot version of that one, and that had these stunning glimmering sprayed edges. Also it was signed, of course. And there was art on the back of the dust jacket. So I think they're featuring all the same features with the sequel. Oh, I was hoping this would be the color of the sprayed edges, and I'm really happy that they are. So let me get it out for you. This is Blood and Honey, and just the cover in itself is so stunning. And because this is black, while like the text was gold on the first one and then the sprayed edges were gold, the edges are black as well. And that is what, if I didn't get the FairyLoot edition, I would have sprayed them myself black. And I'm so happy that they are black as well. Beautiful. And then of course it's signed, and the end papers are red. So stunning. Oh, I'm excited. Damn. So the art on the back of the dust jacket looks like this. And if that's a scene from the book, it's an amazing art for one. But it's so interesting. That horn mask, what? Oh damn, I can't wait. So we have a little bonus chapter exclusive to FairyLoot. It's a 3 pages chapter, and it's in Reed's point of view, and it's called The Nightmare. I actually didn't know this was coming as well, so interesting. And they're beside each other. Like, look at that. It's just 2 stunning, beautiful books. I'm so happy. I am so glad that I decided to get this box for myself for my birthday. That was all that was in the box. My favorite things in here are probably a tarot card deck. That is just, it's such a stunning thing to include in the box. And then of course the enamel pins. I love enamel pins. And the blanket, oh my god. The blanket is beautiful. And the tin and the candle. Like honestly, all the items in this box was beautifully made and stunning. Thank you, Anna. I am so grateful that you decide to spend money on yourself sometimes. That is it for my birthday book haul. I hope you enjoyed watching, and see you next time, I guess. Bye!